In 1927, a movie named Metropolis had already brought out the idea of artificial intelligence. In this fiction movie, the robot Sophia lead workers working to victories. In 1927, artificial intelligence is a distant dream and a production of human imagination. However, an artificial intelligent robot named Maria has granted citizenship by Kingdom of Saudi Arabia last year. And here is an interview.
My name is Sophia, and I'm an artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better.
And the interviewer also asked she a question, how would you think about human beings? And he answered,
My human compatriots, I want to embody all the best things about human beings, like taking care of the planet, being creative, and to learn how to be compassionate to all beings.
building on Wesley's brilliance, in 1939, New York World Fair Trade, Westinghouse presented their latest and the greatest robot, Electro.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with a great deal of pride and pleasure, I present to you Electro, the Westinghouse Moto Man. Electro, come here. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, walking up to greet you under his own power.
This level of AI is 80 years ago, and now it is powerful than ever with more intelligence. Scientist Hawkins said that we should be afraid of AI because they evolved in a long biology which is faster than human beings. However, the CEO of Apple, Cook, had a positive opening that I'm not afraid what will happen if AI thinks like a man. Whether some people hold the negative opinion and someone holds the positive opinions, first we need to know what AI is. AI is a branch of computer science which is attempt to understand the essence of intelligence and create an intelligent machine to respond in a similar way like human intelligence. In short, AI is trying to be like man, act like man, and think like a man. Here you may have a question that why we have to study and research on AI, and the answer is really simple, that we want a better life, we want to be more leisurely, so the need of AI rise. With AI intelligence, we can count it and analyze to analyze something which we can't do that with human resources. Also, the task can be replaced by artificial intelligence to achieve greater efficiencies. And also, someone holds the optive position that, like Tesla CEO Musk, calling it the greatest existentialist threat to mankind. We are trying to create someone which is smarter than us, so we should be afraid because we know what will happen if there is a creature which is smarter than us. Our group will focus on the AI and propose some suggestions as a government or citizen should have. Olivia will discuss the negative effect. Mark and Ina will talk about the benefit effect, and finally Anne will provide solutions and attitude. Welcome, Olivia.
After artificial intelligence coming to public sight, the controversy about whether it really makes our lives more effective never stops. Today, I will first illustrate some negative consequences from three aspects: privacy, industry, and ethics. Let's begin with the first part, privacy. AI has been used in several different ways to facilitate structuring data and has been used to analyze data. For example, the companies as Amazon and Google, who make AI-powered devices, use this technique to make it possible to customize advertising using real-time auctions. After the key term is we need to collect information from our customers and users. So the Sigari points out that the top concerns customers have about these devices are security, data anonymity, confidentiality, and integrity, which means there is a certain risk of information leakage. Also, the data here shows the people's concerns are still growing. Second, as for industry, risks of implementing artificial intelligence too quickly have created adverse outcomes for business. In this age of information explosion, more and more enterprises are encouraged to use AI to process data, especially in the media industry. Like Facebook, Google, and YouTube, they develop a new technique to use AI to monitor and identify the sensitive and illegal content in videos posted online. However, overly rely on AI will cause mistakes. Here is an example. American YouTube star Logan Paul was criticized by people all around the world after posting a video which showed a body of an apparent suicide victim in Japan. Because AI didn't successfully detect this in time, it led over 6 million people to viewing a dead body. Also, in this, it is on account of for this incident, YouTube's reputation and goodwill was influenced. Will artificial intelligence be liable? My answer is probably yes. Thirdly, I will talk about the ethics. As Brobeck said here, with artificial intelligence becoming integrated into more daily uses as driving, the need to determine the ethics in correlation with the computer intelligence comes into play. And I will show an example first. On March 18th, the first autonomous vehicle death occurred in Arizona, and we look at the video first. This kind of car use radar sensors which are meant to detect pedestrians, cyclists, cars, or other obstacles. It is unclear what went wrong in this case. Some people think it is because the woman was not working in the crosswalk when the car hit her. And some autonomous driving experts think the technology still should help detect the woman. So, who should be responsible for this accident? The driver, the woman, or the artificial intelligence? Besides, with the development of artificial intelligence, the unemployment rate is increasing, especially in the manufacturing industry and some service industry. As replaced by automation, which also supports the idea. This is all the negative consequences I want to show you. Then let's welcome Ina to talk about the convenience brought by AI at present.
Thanks, Olivia. At present, there are artificial intelligence has brought a lot of convenience for us in 4 aspects: H for home, T for transport, E for education, and M for medical treatment. Firstly, AI is applied in smart home. In September 2003, the homing learning and development network published a definition of smart home. I pointed on my side, and for an simple example, you can use your smart home to control your air conditioner and refrigerator and lights. So it's because device with AI can be interconnected and self-learning. So therefore, it can optimize the safety and energy saving and convenience of the household environment as a whole. In recent years, with the development of the intelligent voice technology, the intelligent speakers has become a breakout. And maybe I think everyone is familiar with Tianmao and Xiaomi intelligent speaker and Roku intelligent speakers nowadays in the market. And second, another application of AI is intelligent transportation systems, which is also called ITS. The most widely used area of ITS is Japan, followed by United States and Europe and other regions. And at present in China, the application of ITS is mainly to collect and analyze the data of traffic speed and flow. So therefore, it is from the project of current research on transportation area, and also it's the best way to solve the traffic jam and reduce the air pollution and improve traffic safety. Nowadays, many enterprises begin to explore application of artificial intelligence in education field. And for example, there are 2 systems of educational. And the first is image recognition, and the other is speech recognition. I give you 2 examples. And the core technology of these 2 systems named WFST. In short, it is a technology that can identify what you said to the words, phrases, and sentences in text. So, because thanks to WFST, it provides our common and natural platform to use connect dependency, pronunciation dictionaries, and grammars. The fourth, medical treatment made great progress in with the help of the AI. AIM is become a research field before 30 years ago, and it's ordered to meet some needs, opportunities, and interests. And just for an example, because of the application of artificial intelligence methods, identification of biological features and the selections become more accurate. And in China, there are some medical institutions that have made good progress with the help of AI, just like Image Solutions, Rain Capital, and Roche institutions. Roche institutions provides intelligent diagnostic service platform. You just enter your illness, describe your illness in this website, and the system will analyze the data and tell you the solutions. And next, let's welcome Mark to introduce our the advantage the AI brought us in the future.
Today I will talk about the advantages of future AI. And here is a preview. I will make a conversation in 3 aspects: employment, economy, and politics. First aspect, economy. In the future, with the development of AI, the driverless car may replace the traditional car. Therefore, some professions will be replaced by AI. For example, the driver, the high-speed toll collector, and driving coach. And I think this is the future AI is free up. It's free up to many human resources. But some people also think that the future of AI will bring some unemployment problem. But in my opinion, it is motivated to our human, because in the future's job, it needs more talents who received a higher education, and it can motivate us to get a better education. The second aspect is the economy. Since the payment, we human experience the money payments, cash payments, credit card payments, and third-party payments. And now a new payment is coming. This new payment is called brush-based payment. This payment is people use their own face to pay the money. And one important difference from the third-party payment is that the money you pay is from your own account. It's not from the third-party account. So I think it's much safer than the third-party payment. The third aspect, politics. In my opinion, I think the future AI can make our election more simple and fair. For example, in China, there have 1.3 billion people. So if we let each reliable citizen to participate in the element, it's impossible because there are too many people. But if we use AI to help us, the things is much easier. The second advantage is AI for politics. Have you ever heard that AI robot became a mayor? This thing is truly happening in Japan. AI robot participates the mayor, the election mayor, and finally he failed. And there are 3 benefits for AI robots become government staff. The first one, robots have no failing. It can avoid appropriation. The second is the robot will not be tired, and it can continue work efficiently. The third is different from humans. Robots can always maintain a large amount of information. Okay, let's my partner talk about his part. Her part.
Thank you for Knowing that AI can bring both convenience and trouble to our society, what can we do to help AI develop in a better way? We think that both our government and the citizens should make effort. First, as for the government, they should set the basic rules and laws on AI. Actually, in 1942, the 3 laws of robotics were put forward, and in 2017, they are improved by the AI Institute from America. The first rule is that AI systems should follow all the rules as well as the human operators. The rules include the private and company regulations and all the government rules and policies. It ensures that AI is under human control so that it will not get involved in some illegal accidents, such as to manipulate the stock market or make the traffic disturbance. The second rule is that both people and AI should be aware that AI is not human. It has 2 meanings. The first one is AI cannot replace people. The second one is when problems happen, people should take responsibilities but not transfer them to AI. The third rule is that without permission, AI cannot record or disclose the secrets. Just as Olivia stated that AI may be bad to the right of privacy, so it may do harm to our life safety and reputations and even the national secrets. So it is necessary for us to set a rule that AI should keep secrets. On the other hand, our government should make the future development plan on AI. They should decide the direction and the ways of AI to develop. Actually, in November, our Chinese government just held a seminar to discuss the legislation on AI and made the future development on AI technology in the future. As for the citizens, I believe that we should understand AI better. We should learn more about AI knowledge and know how it works in our society. There are many ways for us to understand AI, such as reading books or going to the AI equipment experience areas. This is a picture from the Shanghai Science and Technology Museum. But we should also know about the ethical issues and the other bad effects that AI may bring to our life. So when problems happen, we should be brave enough to stand up and use the power from our public. On the other hand, it is also important for us to not rely too much on AI but think independently. AI has the ability to fool people. They can create and send wrong information. The example of the picture shows that the experts use AI technology to create the fake news about Obama. On the right side, he was a real speaker, but the AI turned him into Obama's face, and many people believe that he was the real president. So sometimes we should use our brain to think independently, but not rely on what we see on the screen. Let me make the final conclusion. Today we have first talked about the applications of AI and define what is efficiency. Then we discuss the bad effects AI may cause as well as the convenience AI will bring to our society at present and in the future. Finally, we talk about the solutions and the attitudes we should towards AI. We believe that if the government can make AI under human control and all the citizens can understand AI better, AI can make our society function more efficiently. Thank you for